In 2022, Belize almost legalized recreational marijuana. The government had a bill ready, but backlash from churches and doctors forced a rethink. A national referendum was planned until the costs killed the idea. Now, 3 years later, the debate is back, but on a smaller stage. Caye Caulker's village councillor, Ilia Rosado, has secured an island-wide vote to decide if the community should allow a regulated cannabis industry. So what's fueling this push? Rosado explains what's behind the movement.
My community has many needs, and most of that are things like infrastructure. I have people in my community living without water, electricity. We need proper streets. Our schools need help in terms of their own facilities, their own infrastructure, and we never have enough revenue to be able to render the assistance that I'd like to help. And one of the things that I came up with as a possibility was seeing if we can use this as a way to get additional revenue for our community.
The Governor General has given the green light for the referendum following Belize's Referendum Act. But not everyone's cheering. Former Attorney General Michael Perifeet slammed the move, arguing that a single village shouldn't make decisions that could ripple across the entire country. However, the Referendum Act makes allowances for such activities. Although the government was not able to intervene in the referendum, the government has committed to reviewing the Referendum Act.
And so now here we have a village, in effect, saying that they want to have a referendum, and legally we could not have stopped it. So we are going to the National Assembly next week to make some amendments to ensure that those things can't happen, because then, any village could call up for a referendum for whatever it is that they want. And so we want to make sure that we don't do that, one. But secondly, also that to ensure that if they want to have a referendum, it has to be something specifically just for them that does not have national implications.
Several residents have expressed concerns about a cannabis industry potentially endangering youths on the island. However, the Legalize It Pro campaign outlines an industry that prohibits customers under 21 years old from purchasing. We asked a few residents what will motivate their vote on October 8th.
Some of the areas that we want to improve is Bahia, where it's always flooded. People are walking through muddy water, nasty water. The schools especially, our schools really need to be fixed, especially our streets in front of here that we use a lot. We need drain systems, all that stuff, and I think if we keep the revenue here, it will help and the island will benefit from it.
At first thought, I said it makes sense for them to legalize it throughout the whole country. But everybody's saying that they want to legalize it in Caye Caulker, where you can buy out the shops. But no poor people in Caye Caulker can afford a shop. So it's just going to be supporting, getting the rich people more richer, because they're going to be selling everything to the tourists, and the poor people not benefit from it, nothing from it. Okay. So it doesn't make sense for the thing to legalize just here. If you legalize it, they got to legalize the whole country.
In 2022, religious communities across the nation were a loud voice opposing the legalization of cannabis. Now their cry is just as loud. Selena Jimenez Fuentes, a Caye Caulker resident and leader of the Hope Not Dope campaign, says that a marijuana industry may compromise the island's tourism industry and potentially increase crime rates.
There will still be street peddlers, street vendors. We can't stop that. It will happen. In other countries that is legalized, it's still happening. You can't stop those things. And there are other people in the country that they're into it. And you know what will happen? They will see, oh, there's a market in Caye Caulker, let me go there. Caye Caulker is not ready for a turf war. We're not. Because they will fight for territory.
Firmly pushing back against the concerns of the religious community is Minister of New Growth Industries Karim Musa, who does not foresee an increase in drug-motivated crimes. Musa argues that the industry may create new opportunities for young entrepreneurs and lower crime rates.
Caye Caulker would be a cannabis destination designated as such, sort of like a little Amsterdam, if you will. And so the cannabis that is produced there will be sold there, small quantities. So you cannot expect that it will then get across the country. And if it does, like I said, there is an illegal trade that has tons more illegal cannabis, which we don't know the safety of that. And so that's another added bonus to this, is that we'll get safe products, tested products, as opposed to what is coming in from Mexico right now.
Although the movement is isolated to Caye Caulker, many citizens have expressed their belief that the matter should be determined by a national vote. Could this decision on Caye Caulker set the stage for a countrywide vote, or will high costs snuff out that idea again? Brittany Gordon for News 5.